guys. Today I thought I would talk about rides that I skip and rides that I only do if I have time. Disney World is a very, very big place. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to do, so you kind of have to prioritize. You know, you have your must-dos and then your rides that you don't care to do, and then in the middle there's going to be rides where it's, hey, if I have time, I'll do this, but I'm not going to shed a tear over it if I don't get to do it on my trip. So I've talked many times about must-dos, and today I thought I'd talk about the opposite end of the spectrum. What do I skip? I skip Kali River Rapids. I've done it many times and it's a fun ride. However, if you are one that is soaked for the rest of the day and you're at Animal Kingdom, it sucks. Especially if you are wearing denim shorts and then your underwear underneath are soaking wet for the rest of the day. It's horrible. I have gotten really wet on that ride twice, and then probably close to a dozen times I have left almost totally dry. So even considering that I almost never get soaked, it's so bad when you get soaked that to me it's really not worth it anymore. Fun ride, but if you do it, don't wear jean shorts. Don't wear any thick materials, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, don't wear, or jeans, I guess, for that matter. Don't wear any denim. Don't wear, I wouldn't wear like thick cargo shorts, you know, if you're a guy, because that's not going to dry. If you want to go on that, I would recommend doing more like athletic, moisture wicking, quick drying clothes. Triceratops spin. Like Kali River Rapids, this is, we're staying in Animal Kingdom. Triceratops spin it's a dinosaur version of a ride that you would find at your local amusement park, so I just don't waste my time with that one. And lastly, in Animal Kingdom, what I skip is Finding Nemo. I might get crucified for this because a lot of people, I think most people that have seen it really, really love it. I am not one of those people. It is a show. You sit and watch the actors on stage. I'm just very black and white, in case you haven't figured that out. Very black and white, very type A. I don't get it. You can see the people. I mean, they have these huge puppets that the people are moving around on stage. You can see the people the whole time. I don't get it. I can't stop. So many people say, oh, you don't even notice the people after all. Yes, I did. I noticed the people the whole flipping time. I just don't get it. So between the shows at Animal Kingdom, there's Festival of the Lion King and Finding Nemo, comparably. Festival of the Lion King, hands down. Go to that one. I personally don't care for Finding Nemo, so that one I skip. In Hollywood Studios, what do I skip? I skip Star Tours. As I've mentioned before, I suffer from motion sickness, so that is a simulator ride where you sit in a seat and your seat moves and you watch on the screen, so your brain doesn't quite sync up with what your body's doing. So I get sick on that, and it's not worth it to me. Even if a ride is really cool, it's not worth it to me to possibly risk being sick the entire rest of the day at Disney World, so I forego Star Tours. And Fantasmic. It's a cool show. It's their nighttime fireworks show, and there's a lot more to it than just fireworks. It's stadium-style seating. The reason that this is one that I skip is because, personally, it's my least favorite of the shows at Animal Kingdom. I'm sorry, not Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom doesn't have a nighttime show right now. Of Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios is my least favorite nighttime show. You have to get in line so far in advance. It's crazy because you have to have stadium. They have the stadium seating. You have to get one of those seats. So it's not like you can just say, oh, I'll kind of have a crummy half view of the fireworks over the castle or something like that. You have to be in the seats and you have to sit there for so long. And I've actually been there before where we waited forever and then the show, something didn't work in the show with like the lights and the projections on the water, and they ended up canceling it halfway through. So we wasted, between waiting and the actual part of the show we did could half see, we probably wasted over 2 hours. So I was pretty disappointed in that. So Fantasmic isn't, and I mean, something can go wrong in the other shows too, but with the wait and the fact that it's happened to me, it's not a must-do for me. In Epcot, what are the things that I skip? Circle of Life. This is a show in the Land Pavilion in Future World, and I've never seen it based on, I've read I've read about it. I've read reviews. I don't care to see it. And I think more than anything, I'm just still hurt that it's not Kitchen Cabaret from 1989. So I can't bring myself to go there because that's what used to be in that theater. The Grand Fiesta Tour. This is in the Mexico Pavilion inside the Pyramid in World Showcase. The old ride was so much better. This is very cheesy. Little kids might like it, but it's pretty cheesy. It has the three caballeros, so it has like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they're going through Mexico, and it's really, I'd recommend eating at the restaurant for atmosphere. That's in the same, that's in the same pyramid, but the ride, unless you have a little kid, I wouldn't do it. Mission Space. This is another one based on my motion sickness. I've not done it. They have a light version, which doesn't spin, but still, it's not worth it to me to risk possibly being sick the entire rest of the day at Disney World. So I skip Mission Space. Captain EO. I don't know what they were thinking with this. You can't tell me this was ever cool. It was like, it's almost funny. It's so cheesy. It has Michael Jackson. If you're a huge Michael Jackson fan, knock your socks off. But it's like from, I think, the 80s, so it's pretty cheesy and old school. I skip Captain EO, and I recommend you do too. But if you, there are a couple of diehards who will probably disagree with me, but that's my personal opinion. Forgo Captain EO. Moving on to the Magic Kingdom, we skip Astra Orbiter. That is kind of like the Triceratops spin in that it goes in a circle, goes up and down, and it is something you could find at your local amusement park. Granted, Dumbo is similar in that respect, but Dumbo is a classic, so totally different. So Triceratops spin and Astra Orbiter, don't waste your time. Goofy's Barnstormer. This is something, if you had little kids who were afraid of bigger roller coasters, absolutely they would love it. As going as a grown-up, it wasn't there when I was little, but going as a grown-up, I'm not going to go on it. You can go, adults can go on it with their children, but it's not something I would do just as an adult. Enchanted Tales with Belle. There are very few things at Disney World that are really geared towards kids only. That's the whole purpose of Disney World, so that kids can do something with their parents. And parents can certainly do this as well, but it's really geared towards little kids. But the little kids sit there and Belle reads a story to you. So it's not something that I would really do as an adult. They do have some very cool special effects though, with the mirror. So I will say that. Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Same thing as Astra Orbiter and Triceratops Spin. It goes around in a circle and up and down. I don't need to do that. And lastly, Monsters, Inc Loeffler. If you have a little kid who really loves Monsters, Inc, go ahead and do that. It's very interactive, which is why I don't do it, because that kind of thing really stresses me out. The thought of potentially getting called out in a group practically makes me break out in hives. So I'm not going to do that. However, I have found out that the way that they pick audience members to interact with them is through, I think it's like cameras in the lights that are sitting. It's like a desk light in front of the people. That's how they pick people. So if you don't want to get picked, I'm told don't sit in front of one of those. But I've never done Monsters, Inc. I've seen videos of it and I've seen reviews, so it's just not for me. So those are the rides that I skip, generally speaking, when we go to Disney World, and a little bit opposite of the must-dos. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.